J-Flight 165 RB here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. This is one of my favorite little floor plans. It's just a little bit left to center, but it serves so many different needs at the same time is why I like it. And in a little camper like this, it's like 10 pounds of sugar in a 5-pound sack. The smaller 7.5 wide travel trailer business is really taken back off again. We haven't seen it this popular since the Fleetwood days back in the 70s and 80s. So the question is, why go with the Jayco versus Brand X? That's why I put these videos together, because almost every camper is the best for, at least one reason. This J-Flight here is the best for a lot of reasons. Like, for instance, this is some storage under the bench here. You can get to it from inside or outside. The sun's not being real friendly to me right now, but I shoved a whole 1 cubic foot microwave box in here, and you see that you still have more than double that space. It can hold about 2.5 of those. The warranty, I don't know of anything else in this class that matches this warranty, and in general, very few things ever match Jayco's warranty. 2 years bumper to hitch with first-year roadside assistance. Very few trailers match that, and in this class, I don't know of any. And that's one of the big things I want to talk about is the way this is put together. It's built to the same specs as a traditional J-Flight. It's just smaller. Think of it like the J-Flight Mini. You're going to see things like a front window on here to give you more light in this little box. That's something that very few of these little campers can match. The air conditioner. Most of these small campers, the air conditioner is optional, and if you do pay extra for it, it's a 5,000 BTU. On this J-Flight SLX, it is an 8,000 BTU, and it's standard, so it's far more powerful. You don't pay extra for it, and they build it into their standardized construction. That means repetition, that means quality, that means, fewer instances of warranty items, and these have not been coming back with problems. This has a full walk-on roof. Now, I highly encourage you to, look at some of the roof structures of these compact class campers. And try not to throw up when you see what's actually up there. A lot of these things are built hoping that you don't look at them that closely, because these are generally marketed toward first-time campers, people who don't know what they don't know, people who, unfortunately, not every dealership takes the time and effort to record videos like this and give you information like this. So many folks are flying blind, have no idea how they're spending thousands of dollars. And you deserve better than that. So that's one of the reasons I'm a big fan of these. The 165 is basically the 145 with a rear pop-out bed. Now what's cool is you can kind of think of it like a bonus bed. You don't have to use it. It's there if you want it, it's gone if you don't. Actually, I've had people use the shepherd's hook, which is the bar that holds this canvas material up here, use that as like a hanging clothes rod. So, I mean, there's a lot of interesting solutions you can get out of this one, and it can fit a lot of different needs. And this comes in under 2,700 pounds. It's 26 and change. That means that this is minivan towable. If you're not sure what your vehicles can tow, give us a call and we can help you out there. Jayco uses higher grade sleeping materials. Anywhere you sleep in a Jayco, they spend more money. This is a Denver mattress brand bunk end. It's 50% thicker. It's very nice, very comfortable. It's actually quite insulative too. Looking around in here, these are shorter than a traditional travel trailer, but they're tall enough. I don't have any power run in here, and I specifically did not hook any power up so that, when the camera's not pointed, when it's not pointed directly at a window and getting skewed to try to go darker for you, you can see how bright it is in here. It's because of all the bigger windows, and everything but that front window opens for ventilation. Let's look over here real quick. Right when we walk in, already there's things to look at. We have an adjustable closet here. You can use this like a pantry, like a closet. Personally, I would remove this top shelf so that you have hanging clothing space, and then you still have a double shelf here for linens or pantry and whatnot. I believe, don't quote me on this, I think last year this was over here. So what that did is it opened up a very easy access panel down here and some extra storage. And that's your furnace, by the way. Furnace is another thing that's standard in this that you normally have to pay extra for. I mentioned the AC. The light fixtures, this is all LED lighting. Again, this is built to the same specs as a traditional J-Flight, which is the #1 selling travel trailer for 10 straight years. No one else has ever matched that. Refrigerator down here is gas and electric, you know, so you can take this boondock and you can go camping anytime. Water heater is gas, 11 gallon per hour recharge, auto ignition, which is DSI, direct spark ignition, by the way. Your storage in here is pretty good. This is the air conditioner cable, and you can feed a little bit of that back through there so it's not dangling around. They kind of leave them pulled out like that for shipping. This trailer was just unhooked from the shipper's vehicle. Now, this big set of overhead cabinets here is something very few other brands even begin to give you. Most give you nothing and try to just give you a big open space. But in this little camper, you need all this storage. To give you an idea, that's the product poster. That's their propaganda poster they put in here, and look at how it's dwarfed by the size of this storage. Another thing, this is all pocket screwed cabinetry. I have no idea if this is actually going to translate to video. I don't know if you can see it, but in theory, you should be able to see where some screws go up from this piece of wood into the top part of the stile. It's not glued, it's not stapled, and that is what you normally find in a lot of travel trailers, especially small ones in this class. We have nicer window treatments in here. Usually you get cheap metal blinds, and you don't normally get windows that open for ventilation. Now this front dinette, first of all, the table's freestanding. You can pull that out and use it like your picnic table if you want, and then just use this like a lounge. But this can fold down into a bed if you need it. If you don't need that though, one thing I've noticed, like if you just have a grandkid or something, if you just pull this this cushion off, that's a pretty good size, you know, you could use that like a bunk right there. You don't necessarily have to put this table down. It's really well planned and well designed, and just little touches, like they give you the little Velcro backers on here so that these cushions aren't constantly falling down, unless of course a clumsy guy like me knocks them down, but I'm prone to that sort of thing. For entertainment, AM FM stereo here. Nothing fancy, but it does have little like USB and auxiliary input. So if you have a little music player you want to bring along, you can plug that in and still enjoy whatever you want. Looking back around the kitchen here, this is going to sound funny, but the fact that the microwave is bracketed in place is extremely unusual in this level and class of product. And here's the crazy part. All the stuff I'm telling you, these J-Flights, in my experience, have been less expensive than cheaper brands. And I'm not dropping names because that's not what I'm about. I'm not a mudslinger. I like to educate and I like to facilitate. I like to give you information and let you make a decision. But these are the things I'm pointing out because these are the things you're going to use every single day. Like they spent an extra $1 to put a mirror in here. Well, the skylight is another thing that most trailers don't have in this compact class. The fact that the toilet is not in the shower is another unusual thing. This is built just like a normal travel trailer. This is built the way you would want a camper to be built. And that's what I like about them. There's a reason these are such amazingly good sellers. You know, there's a lot more to learn about one of these. But again, what I encourage you is to really start comparing brand to brand. And if you find something $1 cheaper, I have to ask you why, and can you live with what you're not getting? But with a J-Flight, you don't have to. You get it all, including a good price. And at Haylitz, you also get good service, so it's kind of a win-win-win situation. Give us a call, 800-256-5196, Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Thank you, everybody. Take care, stay safe, happy camping.